So in this Indus Valley Civilization, we are going to learn about the different aspects, the features, the basic features of Indus Valley Civilization, their polity, the geography of Indus Valley Civilization, the architecture of Indus Valley Civilization, the political system, the society, the economy, the trade and commerce, as well as the decline of Indus Valley Civilization. So Indus Valley Civilization, as we all know, this is the map of India, and you can see here this whole particular place till Gujarat and Pakistan. This was the place where the first civilization of the country, that is Indus Valley Civilization, flourished. And the era in which the Indus Valley Civilization flourished was from 2600 BCE till 1900 BCE. This is the first thing which we need to know about Indus Valley Civilization. Okay, this is the time period, that is 2600 BCE till 1900 BCE. So the Indus Valley Civilization is the oldest urban civilization of India. Came into existence in the back in 2600 BCE as an urban civilization. Okay, it is the oldest urban civilization in India. Civilization in India. Okay, the first point that is to remember is that it is the oldest urban civilization of India, and this Indus Valley Civilization is also known as Harappan Civilization. Harappan Civilization. Okay. Why it is known as Harappan Civilization? Because most of the sites of this Indus Valley Civilization has been found in Harappa. Okay. So the first person who discovered Indus Valley Civilization was in the year 1921 by D.R. Sahani. D.R. Sahani. Okay. He was the first person to discover Indus Valley Civilization or Harappan Civilization. He discovered Harappa. Okay. And the person to discover Mohenjo-daro was in 1922 was M.D. Banerjee. M.D. Banerjee. He discovered Mohenjo-daro in 1922. Okay. This is the first thing which we need to know. After that, let us come to the basic features. Okay. So actually, this is for especially for Group C and D. If you are going for Group C and D examinations, so I am not going too much in detail because that much of detail is not necessary for our examination. Just you need to know the basic features, the basic things which is very necessary for every examination. Okay. So the first basic features of Indus Valley Civilization is the term which IBC. The term IBC was coined by John Marshall. Okay. The term IBC, Indus Valley Civilization, was coined by a British historian named as John Marshall. So the Indus Valley Civilization is also a contemporary to Mesopotamian civilization, Egypt civilization, as well as Chinese civilization. If you don't know contemporary simply means at that time these civilizations were also there. Okay, suppose बोले तो जब इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन था तब ये मेसोपोटामियन सिविलाइजेशन, इजिप्ट सिविलाइजेशन और चाइनीज सिविलाइजेशन ये तीनों भी उसी समय में था. ठीक है. So the next thing which we need to know is the geography of Indus Valley Civilization. Geography कहाँ से कहाँ तक है इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन. सो ज्योग्राफी सिंपल याद करने के लिए हम एक सिंपल सा एक आइडिया बताएगा. दिस इज नॉर्थ, साउथ, वेस्ट एंड ईस्ट. ओके. ऑन द एक्सट्रीम नॉर्थ it is extended till Manda. Okay, it is in Jammu and Kashmir. On the extreme west, it is still extended till Sutka Jendor. Presently, now it is in Pakistan. And on the extreme east, it is still Alamgirpur. Okay. On the extreme south, it is still Daimabad. and Ahmedabad it is in Maharashtra. This is the geography of Indus Valley Civilization. On the extreme north, Manda. On the extreme east, Alamgir Fort. On the extreme west, Sutka Jendor in Pakistan. On the extreme south, Ahmedabad. Okay. So this is the extent. So let us discuss about some of the important cities which flourished in Indus Valley Civilization. So currently I don't have any eraser with me, so I am using my cloth. Okay. Oh my God, this is a permanent. Okay, I think I have mistakenly used this permanent marker. So let me give you a life hack. If you don't have any, if you are using by mistake, you have used this permanent marker, then if you have a deodorant at your home, just spray it on. After that, you give a rub, and you see, even the permanent marker disappears. Okay. So instead of discussing here, let me because today I don't have any marker with me, so I'm thinking I'll be going to the market by evening and I'll be purchasing one marker for myself. Okay, so instead of writing over here, let me give you the explanation itself. So the first port city which we are going to discuss is an important port city. Port, that is where ships comes and goes. Okay, and especially there were port cities because during that time the Harappan people, they used to do trade with the Middle Eastern part of the country, as well as there was land trade also. Okay, so the important port city of Harappan civilization was Lothal, Surkodda, Kurtasi, Sutka-Jendor, Balakot. Okay, and due to this port city only we have got the evidence of trade. Okay, so the next thing regarding Harappan civilization is major excavation. The historical excavation, archaeological excavation, which have given us the knowledge of that ancient civilization. Okay, and due to that major excavation, we have known some of the important parts of that civilization. The first part which we are going to discuss is the town planning. The Indus Valley Civilization. Okay, the cities of Indus Valley Civilization have fortified citadels. Okay, there were huge houses. Okay, and they were fortified. Okay, citadels. The town was fortified, and usually the historians have said that the fortified towns usually were for the elite members, especially the traders. Okay, at that time, because we don't have any clear cut evidence of ruling elite during that period or rulers, but we can say that most of the people during that period was traders. Okay. The second thing which we need to know about the cities is Chanudaro, and there is a city named Chanudaro, and in that city there was no any citadel. Sometime a question is given regarding IBC, that it is asked that in which cities of IBC there is no any fortified citadel. So at that time you can simply answer it is Chanudara. Okay, and so grid pattern system. This is one of the most important thing which we have got to know about the ancient civilization, because now in today's current scenario also we practice this grid pattern city type of city town planning in our area. Grid pattern city simply means this is a road. Okay, and by this road we have small streets. Okay, streets are connected, and within these streets houses are built. Okay, houses are built everywhere. The left right built of streets as well as of houses is simply means grid pattern, and this type of pattern was followed by the Harappan people. Okay, and not only this, they had a proper drainage system. Just imagine at that period, way back in 2600 BCE, thousands of years ago, how how civilized they were, how the people they were, they had use of they used the technology they use the bricks, especially they use burnt bricks. Burnt bricks, still now we use burnt bricks in making buildings. Why? Because the bricks usually are very strong. Okay. So the next part is the architecture. See, I'm not going in deep. You might be having some problem in understanding. Just I'm giving the overview of the Indus Valley Civilization only. So if you happen to see my video, please do jot down the important points which I'm telling right now. Okay. So the next point is the architecture. Architecture. So in this architecture, the Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro is the most important architecture masterpiece. Mohenjo-daro is a very big city in Harappan civilization. So there is one great bath over there, and especially that great bath has been used for ritual practices. Okay. The great granary, even the great granary and the great bath, this was the two masterpiece or the two greatest architectural development of the Harappan civilization, and these two great development has been done in Mohenjo-daro itself, not in Harappa. Okay, it is in Mohenjo-daro. And the next is art and craft. Torso, it's a half body of a man. Okay, sculpted, and there is no head over here. It has been found in Mohenjo-daro. The bearded man sculpture, and there is one sculpture that has been found of a bearded man as well as, and there was bronze casting also, and the bronze casting images or the bronze casting metals or the bronze casting architecture that has been found is the dancing girl, buffalo, goat and animal figures. Okay. Even the terracotta figures. Terracotta simply means the dolls type of which is made of mud or clay. Okay. And the terracotta figures of Mother Goddess is the most famous terracotta figure. And from this terracotta figure, we came to know that they used to worship Mother Goddess or the nature. Okay. And in the Harappan civilization, the people usually use seals, and they believe that these seals, the seals used to protect them from evil forces. Not only this they use these seals in case of threat also. Okay. And especially the seals like Pasupati seal, and in that Pasupati seal, tiger, elephant, rhino and buffalo has been engraved. Okay. The next thing, the Harappans also use standard weight measures. Okay, just imagine. Way back in thousands of years ago, the people, they had standard weights and measures. And after that came numerous of civilization, but we haven't found anything yet clear evidence of standard weight and measures in those civilization after the Harappan civilization. Okay, so this was the basic point. Now we are going to discuss about some important sites. Some important sites of Harappan civilization is Harappa itself. The first one is Harappa, and it is on the bank of river. Okay, river Ravi. Present day it is in Punjab. Punjab, not in India, but in Pakistan, Punjab. Okay. And the second one is Mohenjo-daro, and there is one literal meaning of Mohenjo-daro. It is Mound of Dead. And the third one is Dholavira. And Indus Valley Civilization itself flourished in the 5 Indus. Okay, this is river Indus, and we have 5 tributaries of river Indus. The first one is Ravi, Vyas, Satluj, Jhelum, Ravi, Vyas, Satluj, Jhelum, and Chenab. Okay. Ravi, Vyas, Satluj, Jhelum and Chenab. This is the 5 tributary of river Indus. Okay. So the next important part of Indus Valley Civilization is political system. How the polity of that civilization was. The historians believe that there was a centralized polity under a ruling class. Though there is no particular evidence of rajas or maharajas, but The historians believed that, okay, they had believed that there was a ruling elite class, especially ruling elite class, maybe the rich traders, okay, they were the rulers at that time. The archaeological identities citadel as the seat of power, while the great granary of Mohenjo-daro was assumed to be state treasury. And citadels, and in those citadels, especially the ruling elites, the rich person, the rich merchants, okay, they used to live. And the great granary of Mohenjo-daro was used as the treasury of that civilization. Okay. The next part is no evidence of organized military. See, as I have already told you that there was no any evidence, particular evidence of having a ruler. Okay. So there is no ruler, there is no any military. So we have seen that there is no any evidence of military in Harappan civilization. And one more important thing, sometimes this type of questions are given in objective type, whether temples practice was there in Harappan civilization or not. No. The answer is simply no. There was no any evidence of temples in Harappan civilization. Okay. The next part is economy. See guys, this is my first class and it's been so long that I haven't took any classes. So I am facing the camera for the first time here. So if I'm not giving the perfect explanation in this topic, please bear with me, because I think as time as I will be keeping on making videos, then at that time there might be clarity. And history is such a subject that if you keep on following, okay, if you keep on watching the video and if you keep on following right from the Indus Valley Civilization till the independence 1947, then it is like a story. Okay, and once you follow the sequence of the story, then it would be easy for you to understand. That's why I am beginning from Indus Valley Civilization, and after completing this, we'll be moving over to the Vedic civilization. Okay. The next is economy, and in this economy, we have also learned that the Indus Valley Civilization, the people were traders. So to do trade, the Indus Valley people, they usually were farmers. They practice agriculture, and especially they used to grow crops like wheat, barley, mustard, peas, and even the evidence of rice has also been found at Lotal and Rangpur. Okay, just remember, if there is a question whether there was any evidence of rice in Harappan civilization, yes, because we have seen that there was evidence of rice. The archaeologists, they have dug out the evidence of rice. They have found the evidence of rice in Lothal. Okay, the first civilization in the world, and this urban civilization, Harappan civilization, is also the first civilization in the world to grow cotton and to extract cotton out of it. Okay, they did not just have grown the cotton, but they have extracted the cotton and they have used it for making clothes, shawls, and even everything that is that we require for our daily use. Okay. Domestication of animals. They domesticated animals like ox, buffalo, goats, sheep, pigs, and hump bulls. And even there is evidence of plowed fields at Rakhigari, okay, and Kalibangan. But though this civilization was a very important civilization, they were modern civilization. I would say it was a very modern civilization, but the people of Indus Valley, they didn't have the idea of horses. Okay. The next part is trade and commerce. The evidence of seals, uniform script, and uniform weight and measures shows the importance of trade. Okay, as I have already mentioned you, seals. Okay, they use seals especially for trade. The trade was largely based on barter system, since there was no existence of currency. They don't use currency. Right now we can buy anything. Okay, if you buy anything from the shop, then in return you pay money. That is currency. Okay, but at that time there was no any currency to pay. So they practiced barter system, and barter system simply means exchange. Suppose I am taking rice from you, and instead of that rice I would be giving you gold, silver, or even sometimes domestic animals also. This is barter system, exchange of goods. Okay. And the next part is society. The Harappan society probably had a well-developed social hierarchy, as it is reflected in the existence of citadels and lower towns. This is not that important. Just I'm reading it out so that if you find it important, then you can note it down. The rich sense of fashion is reflected. Just imagine fashion. It's reflected in widespread beads or ornaments, evidence excavated from the Indus Valley Civilization. Ornaments were excavated, okay, especially from the burials. In case of burials, we have seen that especially if a rich person dies, along with that rich person, lots of gold, jewelries, ornaments, beads was buried with him, because they believe in the death of afterlife. Okay, afterlife of death. Okay, they believe that there is a life after death also. Okay, so they used to bury their loved ones with ornaments, jewels, and lots of things. Okay, the next thing is Harappan religion. Though there is no any temple mentioned in the Harappan civilization, but they had a religion. Okay, the Harappan people probably considered art as the fertility gods. Okay, and they worship her. They worship art as the fertility god, because from art they used to get all the resources which they cultivate in their fields. So they used to worship the art. The evidence of Pasupati Mahadev, okay, Pasupati Mahadev was also found in the Harappan site, and the Harappan people were tree worshipper. They used to worship the tree, okay, and as well as one horn unicorn seal. They used, and because of this one horn unicorn seal evidence, we can say that they even used to worship the animals. Okay. And the next part is language and script of the Harappan civilization. Script was largely pictographic. Okay, they didn't have the proper script. Like we used to write ABC, but the Harappan people, they usually practice pictographic script. Pictographic script simply means pictures. They used to draw pictures of animals or whatever things which they see around them. Okay, and they used to draw it in terracotta figurines, or even the wall, or even in the rocks. Okay, this is simply means pictographic script. And the people of Harappan civilization, they use Vostropendian language. Vostropendian language simply means left to right writing. Okay, they used to write from left to right, then again right to left. This is Vostropendian writing style. Okay, the next is the burial practices. Burial practices, as I've already told you, there was some burial practices in Harappan civilization. The husband and wife, they used to be buried together, as well as if from usually from burial only we get to know that there was a rich person as well as poor person, because in case of some poor person burial, we have seen that there is no evidence of any gold or jewelries with that dead body. Okay, with his remainings. But from the remainings of the rich person, we have seen that along with his body, we have found lots of golds, jewelries, jewelries, ornaments, and many much more valuable items. Okay, so this was in short the history of Indus Valley Civilization. Okay, so if you have understood, then it is very good for you. But if you don't have understood, then do write below in the comment section that how should I teach you, whether should I write down all the notes or should I show you my notes. Okay, you can tell me everything in the comment section, because this is my first video, and in my first video I don't have that much of experience how to teach the students in front of the camera. But if you were in front of me sitting in the class, then I would have been teaching you properly. But here it is a little bit difficult for me, because as I don't have all the materials right now, and even I am a student myself, I am studying. You can see my table. Okay, so this was a small brief about Indus Valley Civilization, and let us see the decline. Okay, in this decline there has been lots of theories by many historians. Okay, the other historians believes that the Indus Valley Civilization have been declined by the Aryan invasion. Okay, Aryan, the people of the Aryans, they invaded the Indus Valley and they killed everyone, they destroyed the town. Okay, they destroyed the town, they looted everything. They believed that this was the one major reason why Indus Valley civilization was declined. The other historians believe that Indus Valley civilization declined due to overuse of resources, because this Indus Valley civilization flourished within this Indus River and its five tributaries. And if you keep on using the resources of those area, then obviously the resources is going to end. So that there was no rainfall, there was drought-like situation, and the people were living in hunger. There was no any food availability for them. So they shifted from this place towards the Gangetic area. This was the second point of the historians. And the third point that the historians have focused is that the Indus Valley civilization might have declined due to flood. Okay, the people of Indus Valley, they were so modern, they were so civilized that they might have constructed or built some dams over these 5 Indus Valley river and 5 Indus tributaries. So, and in the meantime, those dams got burst, and the people and there were floods, and due to that floods, all the towns were destroyed, peoples were killed, and due to which the Indus Valley civilization flourished or declined. Okay, this was the thinking of lots of historians regarding the declines of the Indus Valley civilization. So in short, this was the topic which I have covered today, and let me give you a short highlight. Okay, the first point which is to remember about Indus Valley civilization is it is one of the first civilization of our country. Okay, and it was discovered by R.D. Sahani in 1921. This Harappa was discovered by R.D. Sahani in 1921, and Mohenjo-daro was discovered by M.D. Banerjee in 1922. Okay, 2 points. And the next thing which we need to remember regarding Indus Valley civilization is some important cities like Harappa, the Mohenjo-daro is also known as Mound of Death. Okay, Harappa is known as City of Granary. Why? Because in Harappa we have seen there is 5 small granary. Okay, and we have seen 2 important architecture, that is the Great Bath and the Great Granary, which is in Mohenjo-daro. We have seen about the society, how the people was there. Okay, what the people worship, mother goddess, they were nature worshipper. Pasupati, they used to worship Pasupati Mahadev. Okay, they used to worship animals. There was traces of cotton. They were the first cotton cultivator in the whole world. Okay, and there were traces of rice cultivation. They used to cultivate rice. They domesticated animals such as buffalo, ox, hump bull, dog, but there were no any traces of horses. Remember this. Okay. The Harappans, they used grid pattern houses. They were well drained. Okay, they had a well connected drain. They used burnt bricks, and they were traders, merchants. They used to do trade with Mesopotamia, Egypt, Middle East part, and they used to do agriculture. They used to domesticate animal. So this was in short about the Indus Valley civilization and its decline. So if you like my video, please do subscribe and share it with your friends, and do comments below what should I do next, or what type of changes should I bring in my video, or how should I teach you for letting you understand more in this topic. And the next topic which we are going to cover is the Vedic age, and in this Vedic age we'll be reading about the four Vedic ages, the Rig Vedic age, 4 Vedic books, important things. Okay, so Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, and Atharva Veda. We are going to discuss about these 4 Vedas. Okay, not things, sorry. We are going to discuss about these 4 Vedas. So keep watching my videos and do share. Thank you.